We will develop a small application using REST services with all operations like get, post, update and delete. So using these crude operations we develop one sample application. So I am creating one more service. That name I am giving so that service name I am giving Durga Soft course service. Okay, so DURGASOFT course service. Here I am giving course path is course. Okay, so this is my path. Here I have methods like public, void, get all. So get all, it will returns the all courses of DURGASOFT. Now get all list of courses. Okay, I will create one model, new package, package name I am giving com.durgasoft.dao model. So this model contains class course. So inside the course I am giving private string course ID, private string course name, private string category, private string duration. So these are the information for course I am providing. So I am creating source, generate, getters and setters. Okay, so this DURGASOFT course service get all courses. So this is the method. It will return list of courses, list of course. It will return list of courses. So presently I am writing null. Okay, so next one is public void save course. Okay, course. Okay, so this will save the course. And one more method I am writing public course get course and integer ID. So this will, if I whatever the ID I am passing, that course information it will return null. Okay, so here ID is integer. So I am set int and here I am specifying int. Okay, so this is my three services. One is get all courses, another one is get course, third one is save course, fourth one is public void update course. So this also one service, it will update it. Next one is public int or public course delete course. So this course int id, so return null. Okay, so these are the crude operations I am going to implementing for my DURGASOFT services. So for DURGASOFT services, for course related services, I am developing these services. So if I want to add a new course, I will use save course method, and if I want to update the course, so update course method. If I want to delete the course, I want to use delete course method, and same like get all courses, whatever the courses I have, so that information I will get course, particular course based on particular course ID, I will get the course information. So these 5 services I want to implement for DURGASOFT. Okay, so using REST services. So REST services is we don't have a specification, first thing. So every service is mapped with URL. So if I pass the URL, that URL is mapped with one service. If I pass another URL, that URL is mapped with another service. If I pass another URL, that is mapped with another service. So that is how these services are mapped with URL. Now see how we can develop this service. Currently it is a simple, okay, so this is simple class now. So this is a simple class. Now I am going to making it as a web service. So for this, @path course. So this is the course. Okay, let me, before that, whether my functionalities are, I have to implement it. So once my functionalities are working, then I will expose those functionalities as web service. Okay, before this I will get all courses. So what I will do is, here I am creating one more package. Package com.durgasoft.dao. So in this DAO I am creating one class course DAO. So this course DAO, so in course DAO I have one static block. So and I am creating one public list of courses so these courses I am creating of public static courses. So courses equal to new array list. So these courses, so I'm by default I am creating 2 courses. Course Java course equal to new course. So Java course dot set course ID, for this I am giving 100. Java course dot set course name core Java. So Java course dot set category open source. Java course dot set duration is some 3 months. So this is one course, and I will add one more course. So this is .NET course. So it is .NET and it is open source. It is not open source, category not open source, and duration is some 2 months. So these two courses I have currently. Now okay, so category I am specifying something like Java, it is .NET, and course name I am specifying as ASP.NET. Okay, so ASP.NET, that is for 2 months. Core Java, it is under Java, it is 3 months. So these two courses I have, I will add these two courses to my list. Courses.add Java course, courses.add .NET course. Okay, so these two courses I have added. I have by default, so by default I have two courses, Java course with core Java and 3 months. Okay, I will give course ID as 200 for my .NET, ASP.NET. Okay, so these two courses I have. Now I am creating method public void get all. So this is the method. So this method will return courses. List of courses. So it will return courses. Now I will add one more method, list public course get of integer course ID. So what I will do is, for each okay, so for course C colon courses, if C dot get course ID dot equals course ID equals course ID, then I will return C, else I will return null. So this is my get method. So I iterate all the courses and I will get, if my ID is matched, that course I will return. Next one is save public void save. So it contain course. So this I am going to saving for my courses. Courses dot add course. So this save method will add the course, and I will add one more method, public course update. Course. Okay, so what I will do is, I will iterate all the courses. So if ID is matched, then I will update with that IDs, with that ones. So for course C colon courses if C dot get course ID double equals to course dot get course ID, then what I am doing is courses dot remove the course, sorry, I will remove the course. After that I will add this course dot add course. So this I will do, and after that I will return whatever I am passing, that is I am passing. So this is what I am doing for my update. Next one is delete public course delete integer course ID for course C colon course list courses if C dot get course ID dot equals course ID, then courses dot remove that C, that's it, and I will return so here course C course delete course, so that I am going to delete course equal to C, and I will return delete course. So here also instead of it is null, so here also what I will do is instead of removing it, so I will get the ID list dot courses dot get of okay, no need, so I get the course and courses dot index of C so index, so I get the index. Now what I will do is C dot or courses dot remove at that index. After that I will add this course. So that's it. Okay, so this is my implementations. So for my services I will use this class. I use this DAO to implement my services. So for DURGASOFT services, so the DAO name, course DAO equal to new course DAO. So this is DAO dot get all and DAO dot get of ID. So and DAO dot save course and DAO dot update course and DAO dot delete ID. That's it. This is my service. I implemented the services. Okay, so what I did is now I'm going to working on CRUD operations. So I'm saving the course and I'm getting the course and I'm getting all the courses and I'm updating the course and I'm deleting the course. So these CRUD operations I am going to developing through REST services. These CRUD operations I am going to develop through REST services. So for this I have these methods I have defined in my service class. Now this class is able to do all this functionality. Now I want to expose this class as a web service, and all the services whatever we created in this class I make it as a operations. I will define it as a operation. Let's see. So I am giving path like course. So this is my root path. After course, if get, so if it is a get method, then this method will execute. So next URL, it is a get and path is some, or I will say like @path param ID, and this is produce media type. So it will produce the JSON application. So JSON. What is JSON? So as we told, XML is a data representation. So I want to send the request in XML format, and I will get the response in XML format. So when sending the request, the parameter whatever I am specifying in the request, based on that we will get the response. Suppose I want to fetching the employee information from 100 to 200. So I will get 100 employee objects in the form of XML. So that XML contain root element employees. Under the root elements, again employee with employee information, again employee with employee information. That is how one XML will be generated. So employees employee so this is how some name slash name age slash age So this is how some data will return from 100 to 200 range. So this is data representation. Okay, this is data representation for XML. Now same response I want to get in JSON. So JSON stands JavaScript object notation. So it stores the values in the form of key value pairs. So for each key there is a value. Okay, so see sample JSON like employee. So this is a JSON, empty JSON object. So JSON object is with curly braces, open curly brace and close curly brace. This is empty JSON. Now I have employees. So this contain again one more employee. So this is employee 1. So this employee 1 is another, again one more JSON. It contain name, some Harish, age is some 20, and designation is software engineer. So this is one employee information. Again it contain employee, another key, employee 2. It is one more JSON object, same like name, some Pradeep, age is some 30, and he is mechanical engineer. And same like I have one more object, employee 3, Ganesh, 25, and he is also mechanical engineer. So these three employee information I have, and I am representing this employee information in the form of JSON. So this is how we represent the data in the form of JSON. Now I validate whether this is a valid JSON object or not. So there are many tools, online tools, which we can use to validate JSON. So online JSON validator. So we can use any web online tool. See if I I am placing validate JSON. Yes, here some error came, so there is no comma here. So now if now let's validate the JSON. Okay, so age is 25 and designation should be here. Okay, so age is 25, designation is yes. So it is valid JSON. Results is valid JSON. So this is how we represent the data in the form of JSON. Now this is what I am going to working with. So when I send the request, so that request is also in JSON format, and I will get the response also in the form of JSON. So that is how I develop my web services. So I want to work with JSON object for my REST services. Now let's see. So this get all courses, it will return the all courses in the form of JSON, and that is what I am using @produce. So there are two types of, there are two ways. So one is there are two things. One is @produce and another one is @consume. So @consume when we use, and @produce when we use. So if we are consuming something, we are passing something, and that passing, whatever the request we are passing, that the web service needs to consume, in that case we use @consume. @produce means what the web service want to return. So that's what we use. In that case we use @produce. The names itself is telling @consume, @produce. So consume means web service what it want to consume. Okay, produce means what it want to return. So that is produce and consume. So get all courses. So it is not consuming anything because I am not passing anything. Okay, so that's why I didn't write any consume for my get all courses. Okay, so here get course is a method. So it is, I am not passing through body. So here request, if I pass through body, I will use @consume now. Okay, now I am not passing any request through my body, I am passing the parameter through URL. So that's why here also I am not using @consume. So but I have to use @produce because it is returning something. So it is returning course information. So that's why I have to produce media type dot application underscore JSON. So this get course of parameter, it is returning JSON response. It returns JSON response. So that's why I am using @produce. So another method, save course. So here this is not a get method. Here remember I am using save. So for this I need to use post call, not get call. So for this I need to specify post call. So this post call, and this service will consumes type media type application underscore JSON and @produce media type dot application underscore JSON. So this is my save course method, and it is a post method. It is not a get method because we are going to saving it. So in that case we have to use a post method. Okay, so it consumes the JSON. So we send the request in the form of JSON, and it will, okay, so it is not producing anything. So it is not written anything. So no need to specify the produce here because it is not writing anything, only it consuming it. So save course, it is not save course. So it takes the JSON update and it will save into the list. Next one is update. So this update, so it is course. So update it is returning course. Okay, so for this it is the update method. So I have to use, and it will consumes the media type dot application and @produce media type dot application underscore JSON. So I am working with JSON. So it will take the request in the form of JSON, and it consumes the request in the form of JSON, and it will produce the response in the form of JSON. So that's why I defined produce here. Now let's see delete. So for this delete, so for delete it, I have to use delete method call. So I don't want to pass through body, okay, through parameter as a path param. I want to delete it. So at the rate path param and id, that's it. See, so this is how I developed my web service. Okay, now I deploy this. So I am doing CRUD operations, okay, for courses. For in DURGASOFT, for DURGASOFT application, I am going to developing a web service, REST web services for course related thing. So I am adding a course and I am removing course and I am updating course, I am getting the course. So this type of operations, CRUD operations, I am doing through these web services. Now I will deploy it. So already my server is on. Now I am stopping it and I will deploy this application. Run on server. Next, finish. Yes, there is a error. So this error is model validation of the application resource model has failed. Okay, so input method defined Java method get all courses. Okay, so here so I have to, so it is telling that resource model has ambiguous. So there are two methods which is going to be ambiguity. If you see here, see these two is having same configuration. So of course we have parameters here. Okay, so but it is not enough to this configuration. Okay, we have to specify at the rate consume media type dot application and underscore JSON. Okay, so now let's see. Run on server. Yes, now server started successfully, no errors. So because there is a ambiguity, so both configuration looking same. So when you call the service, to which it will go, it doesn't know. So that's why ambiguity. So I'm providing consume also for get course method. Now using my SOAP UI client. Okay, so this is my, sorry, not SOAP UI client, using REST client. I will run these services. So the URL I use to call these services. So after course, if I call the get method, then I will get all courses. So what is the context root? So context root is HTTP localhost 8080. After that, context path is my application path, DURGASOFT REST services. So this is my context path. So after that, what I have to give in web.xml, I will configure the REST. So in order to work with these web services, I have to use a REST inside the URL. Otherwise, web services will not work, because all these web services we are going to executing after this REST URL. So after this REST word. So after REST, so what is the URL I have to use to call the services for my course? So this is the service. So path should be like this. So this is the course. So this is the URL. It is get request. It will call the get all courses method. Get all courses method. In the same way, after project context path, after REST, after course, if I call get with parameter of some 100, then I will get course method. This is method, it will execute. Get course method will execute. If we pass path param and it is a get method, this get course method will execute. Next one is after context path and services, after REST, after course slash if I call post, then this save course will execute. This save course method will execute. So for this parameter, I have to pass the JSON object. So for this input is JSON object. So this is like course, something like this. It will contain some JSON object. We will get how the JSON looks for this course. Next one is after this REST service course and the method is put, then update course method will execute. Update course service will execute. For this also input is JSON. Input is JSON. So next one is after this course, if I call delete method, then delete course method will execute. Delete course method will execute. So this is how I map the services with URLs. That is how we have to work with REST services. Okay, so and we have to specify method types for get, post, update, put, delete, whatever the method types we have to set. So accordingly we have to set the methods. Now let's run this application with this URL. So in SOAP UI I will use first get all courses. So get all courses, control V, method type is get. Now I will send, and I am getting 500 internal error. That is type HTTP status 500 internal error. So message body writer not found for media application JSON. The thing is, here I am creating new package, or I am modifying this package. com.durgasoft.service.model. So yes, so it is redeploying. Now let's see, same request I am running again I am getting the error, HTTP status code 500, and I don't have internal server error. Okay, so this model, it is a plain Java class. So in order to support this class to convert as a JSON object, and JSON object is converted as a course object, here two things. I am getting JSON object. If I use get method, I will get the list of JSONs. So that list of JSON means list of courses information. Okay, from Java side I will get list of courses. I will get list of courses. This Java will return, but at end for front end user it will come as a JSON object. This get all courses, it will return the list of courses, list of course type. But at coming for end user, how it will display? It will display as a JSON object. JSON object which contain list of courses. Okay, so list of courses like this, list of employees, however we are displaying through as a JSON object. In the same way, courses will display, all courses will display as a JSON object. So that is how it will come. So how this list of course will convert as a list of JSON object. This list of course type will convert as a list of JSON object. So in order to do this course should be, it is not should be like normal class. It should be like @XML. It should be a JOXB element, XML root element. It should be a JOXB type. So JOXB is nothing but Java access binding, XML binding. So bind the XML as a Java object. In the same way, bind the Java or generate the Java as a XML object, as a XML format. So these two marshalling and unmarshalling. So this is called marshalling and unmarshalling. Marshalling means converting the XML as a Java object. Unmarshalling means converting the Java object as a XML. So in order to do such things, we use JOXB. So it is a JOXB object. Now this JOXB will convert as a XML, and XML will convert as a JOXB. Same like JSON also. This JOXB object will convert as a JSON. JSON will convert as a JOXB object, Java object. Now, so it is reloaded. Okay, I am restarting server again. I don't know whether a server is reloaded or not. So again I am starting my services. Run on server. Finish. Yes, server started successfully without any errors. Okay, so now I will run my application. Same request I am sending now. So internal error that preventing it from the fulfilling this request.